What was once seen as a fairy tale romance might have some dark meaning, as in the love story of Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker. Before Kourtney and Travis became the ultimate couple goals on social media, Travis Barker already had a reputation that was far from squeaky clean. Travis, the drummer of Blink-182, has always been a bit of a wild card. He's had his fair share of scandals, but maybe one of the most notorious aspects of his past is his infidelity. And right now it seems like his new marriage is about to end with Kourtney because of his troubling past and his habits. But what exactly went wrong in this relationship? Even more importantly, did Travis cheat on Kourtney? This is exactly what we are going to know about in today's video, so make sure to stick around until the end so you don't miss a single juicy detail. Also, before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss another celebrity drama. To give you guys a clear picture of the situation, I am going to give you a brief history of both Kourtney and Travis. So Kourtney Kardashian is Kris Jenner's eldest daughter and has always been quite different from her other sisters. While each one of her sisters was letting Kris take control of their lives, Kourtney was against the idea of letting her mom make decisions for her. She has always embraced the idea of her individuality and has presented her views even when they were different from others. But this doesn't resonate with the Kardashians, and as each one of you might have noticed, the Kardashians do not encourage individuality. Rather, they choose to look like each other's perfect clones. Everything in their lives is decided by Kris Jenner, like what brands the daughters are going to promote, what careers they will choose, what businesses they are going to create, and even the fact that who are they going to get into a relationship with. The Kardashian-Jenner family has had troubling relationships throughout history. If we take a moment and look at that, you'll understand what I am trying to imply. Kris Jenner got married to Rob Kardashian and then cheated on him with Todd Waterman, and Kourtney was the only one at that time who opposed this and said that Kris ruined their family. Later, Kris got married to Bruce Jenner, now referred to as Caitlyn Jenner. Both of them ended their relationship too. After this, Kris only focused on raising her daughters to become similar humans like herself. She decided their relationships, and most of them to date, have turned out to be a disaster. Rob Kardashian Jr. has seemingly been absent in the lives of the sisters, and has never made remarkable appearances on their show, The Kardashians. It is alleged that Kris abandoned her to give undivided attention to her daughters, which has turned Rob's life into a mere failure. The internet has never left a moment to take a dig at her for the fact that she is not a mentally present mother. Rather, she uses her kids for fame and money, and this is exactly what is being replicated by her other daughters, including Kim, Cole, and Kylie, who are now mothers themselves. But Kourtney was always quite different from the tribe. She never resonated with the idea of letting her mom take control of her lifestyle. Her different opinions and promoting individuality have often been the center of major debates and arguments within the family. Everyone in the family was quite against the thought of letting Kourtney marry Travis Barker. These concerns were raised by Kris, Kim, and Khloe because they worried about their status in the industry. Now, on the other hand, Travis has had a troubling history as his relationship with his ex-wife, Shanna Moakler, was marked by numerous cheating allegations. It's been reported that Travis cheated on Shanna with not one, not two, but 13 different women. Yes, you heard that right, 13. And one of the most talked about instances was when Travis was allegedly involved with Paris Hilton. The rumors of his affairs were so rampant that they became almost a part of his identity, a rock star who just couldn't stay faithful. But it doesn't stop there. The drama takes an even more bizarre twist when rumors start swirling that Travis may have also been linked to none other than Kim Kardashian. Travis has admitted in his memoir that he found Kim attractive, and there were even whispers that they had a brief fling. Although both parties denied any romantic involvement, the rumors were enough to add fuel to the fire. This history inevitably cast a long shadow over his relationship with Kourtney. Imagine knowing that your husband once had a thing for your sister. That's got to mess with your head, right? And speaking of that, there have been moments caught on camera where Kim seemed a bit too touchy-feely with Travis, leading fans to speculate whether something more was going on. These incidents didn't just evaporate when Travis and Kourtney got together. Instead, it seems like Kourtney has been struggling with feelings of inferiority ever since. Kourtney, who has always been very secure in her own skin, started making some noticeable changes. From her clothing style to her entire lifestyle, it's almost like Kourtney was trying to transform herself into someone who could keep up with Travis's rockstar lifestyle. Now, Kourtney's always been the Kardashian known for her wellness routines, clean eating, and overall grounded lifestyle. But suddenly, we're seeing her in edgy outfits, attending punk concerts, and adopting a darker, more rebellious image that feels more like Travis's world than her own. It's like she's lost herself in this relationship, and fans are worried that she's compromising too much of who she is just to fit into Travis's chaotic life. Now, bringing a baby into their life just adds another layer of complexity to this relationship. Now, you all may know Travis and Kourtney recently welcomed their first child together. And while a baby is usually a joyous occasion, it seems to have added even more strain to their marriage. Kourtney has reportedly stopped contacting her family as frequently, which is a massive red flag given how close-knit the Kardashian clan usually is. Sources close to Kourtney have hinted that she's been feeling isolated and overwhelmed, and that Travis's intense personality isn't making things any easier. Remember, Kourtney has 3 kids from her previous relationship with Scott Disick, and she's always been very involved in their lives. Adding another baby into the mix, especially with someone as high maintenance as Travis, has got to be exhausting. There are the ongoing issues with her family, and especially Kim. The tension between Kim and Kourtney has been brewing for years, but it seems like Travis has only added fuel to the fire. Some reports have emerged that Kourtney feels like Kim is trying to create distance between her and Travis, almost like Kim is inserting herself into their marriage in subtle but damaging ways. There have been whispers of arguments between the sisters, with Kourtney accusing Kim of overstepping boundaries and cheating on Kourtney with Travis. Kim, on the other hand, has said that Kourtney is being overly sensitive and dramatic about the whole situation. It's almost like there's an unspoken competition between the sisters, and Travis is right in the middle of it. Another complicated news that came in was alleged making out of Travis with another woman at the party, which made Kourtney furious at him. She started shouting in front of everyone present at the party, and both of them stormed off. Later Kourtney asked Travis unseriously if he wanted a divorce, and she thought Travis would try to get her back, but that did not happen. Rather, he agreed on having a divorce, and Kourtney did not expect this, but thought it would be right to end this relationship. Now, what is deeply concerning about this situation is the fact that Kim has shown no remorse for her actions that led to the failed marriage of her sister. And this behavior by Kim was encouraged by Kris. And you might be wondering, why would Kris do that to her own daughter? The answer is simple. Think of the history I explained to you in the beginning, and notice that Kourtney never complied with the way of living Kris had to offer. She never accepted choosing money over family and had always focused on a life where she wanted happiness. This is exactly what she thought Travis provided her. She thought he understood her deeply, even though he was just a control freak and was exploiting Kourtney. He even made her dress in a certain way, act in a certain way, so basically Kourtney had to comply with new rules that Travis made. The ironic tragedy of this situation is that Kourtney escaped her family to not be controlled by her mother and her sisters, only to settle for a guy who did much worse than just controlling her. It is so sad for Kourtney that she cannot believe her family, her blood, and even her husband. An insider source revealed that family meetings always tensed her because the connection between Kim and Travis was uncomfortable. Everyone in the family said she was thinking too much about it and there was nothing to worry about. But later she found out her speculations were true, and Kris knew about this affair all along, but did nothing about it. Another incident worth mentioning is that it is reported Travis always disappears from his tours, and not even his band members know about his whereabouts. Kourtney said that he was often unreachable whenever he was out of the city, and this created more friction in their relationship. I mean, at this point, I can just go on, and there are so many incidents that took place throughout this relationship, and the details are disturbing. As of now, Kourtney is separated from Travis and totally blames Kim for her disastrous relationship. The rift between the sisters is not new in the family. During Kourtney's wedding, Kim made attempts to gain attention, and when Travis's son was giving a soulful speech, she interrupted her in such an emotional moment. Months later, on a call recorded on the show, Kourtney shouted at Kim, telling her, "You cannot stand someone else being the center of attention. You came to my wedding and you couldn't be happy for me." When Kim said, "You have become a different person now," Kourtney responded, "Yes, and I don't need you guys anymore." Kim's influence in their relationship has been a point of dispute, with some insiders suggesting that she's intentionally or unintentionally making things difficult between Kourtney and Travis. Whether it's through her lingering connection with Travis or simply by not respecting Kourtney's boundaries, Kim's presence is being felt in more ways than one. Kourtney is reportedly feeling like she's caught in a tug-of-war between her husband and her sister, and it's only making her feel more isolated. And with Travis's infamous history with women, including those close to Kourtney, it's easy to see why Kourtney would be on edge. So what do the fans think about all this? Well, the reaction has been mixed. Some fans are expressing concern for Kourtney, noting that she seems to be losing herself in this relationship and that Travis's influence isn't entirely positive. As for me, it's clear that Kourtney is going through a lot right now. Relationships are all about compromise, but they shouldn't come at the cost of your own identity. I hope Kourtney finds a way to balance her love for Travis with her own needs and reconnects with her family because, at the end of the day, she deserves to be loved. Let me know in the comments what you think about Kourtney and Travis's relationship. Do you think Kourtney is making too many sacrifices, or is she just evolving? Let me know down in the comments, and with that being said, thanks for watching, and until next time.